大家好，我是小初。今天我们要看一段让美国网民彻底破防的视频。这不仅仅是在吐槽美国车企有多落后，它更是直接撕开了中美高端产业博弈的残酷现实。面对中国新能源汽车的全面大爆发，美国政客想用国家安全的借口和100%的关税建起一道保护高墙。但滑稽的是，他们内部的矛盾根本捂不住了。美国消费者现在正在怒斥保护本土那些垃圾车企，这算哪门子的自由市场？更讽刺的是，美国顶尖的自动驾驶巨头 Waymo 其最新款的无人车也只能乖乖找中国极客在宁波代工。为什么？因为美国本土早已失去了这种高端制造能力。从比亚迪的混动皮卡到宁德时代6分钟的闪充，再到华为能投屏放电影的智能大灯，中国技术正对西方形成绝对的降维打击。当政客的遮羞布被无情扯下后，美国普通人到底有多绝望？废话不多说，我们一起来看正片。
I guess we're not supposed to talk about Chinese cars and how advanced they are compared to American car companies. American car companies look like the Stone Age. Have you seen some of these new Chinese vehicles and how advanced their battery technology and just their technology overall is so far advanced compared to where we are at? I mean, it's a joke. It's literally laughable. And the expense that you have to pay for an American car compared to a Chinese car is like night and day. So how much longer are we going to protect the U.S. automakers that are making garbage compared to China? How long before people go, yeah, I'm not buying into the U.S. car market. I want a car from China. Yeah, they're better, faster, better looking. Go down the categories. They're so much further advanced, it's not even funny. So what are we doing? Are we just protecting automakers that continue to make cars we don't want? Is that freedom? I'm just asking. Is that freedom here in America when you can't get a product because it's too good?
The Chinese EVs have really taken over. I mean, I've gone around to several different countries in Europe, South America, Africa, and my God, the amount of BYDs I see everywhere. And these cars are looking good. Sometimes you mistake them for Mercedes, Audis, or even other German engineered vehicles. They're looking way more advanced and sleek. US banned Huawei to protect Apple. US banned BYD and other beautiful and advanced Chinese cars to protect Tesla. I don't know why America is working so hard to protect their auto industry, because they ain't working hard enough to even give the American people what they want. Not just cars, electronics, infrastructure, everything. And just recently I saw that America had banned DJI from selling their products in America. Anything that's advanced in terms of technology and moves everything forward is literally banned in America, the land of freedom.
Do you see that Waymo just released its new robotaxi? But the real story is not even the car, it's where they built it. Because in order to make it arguably the most advanced self-driving company on earth, quietly just said America cannot manufacture competitively. First, let's start with the basics. What they're calling the Ojai is Waymo's first purpose-built robotaxi. Designed from the ground up for riders and not the driver. Waymo calls it passenger-centric, which is corporate speak for, yeah, we're deleting the driver. And it's more durable, it's built for years of fleet use, like a living room on wheels. But again, that's not the story. Let's get into it. The story is that the body and the chassis of the vehicle are built in China by Zeekr, which is a brand owned by the Chinese conglomerate Geely. They built the platform, the body, the battery, and the motors, all built in Ningbo and then shipped over to Arizona. But here's the crazy part. Chinese-made EVs get hit with 100% tariff when they come into the US. So even after the tariff gets paid, the Ojai is still much cheaper than the Jaguar Waymos they've been using before. The old Jaguar Waymos cost like $200,000 a unit. Meanwhile, the Ojai comes in at like $75,000. So think about what just happened. Waymo already had a factory in Arizona. They could have said, okay, we're gonna try to build this thing in Detroit, in Kentucky, in Tennessee, all the American auto towns that need the work. But they decided to go to China instead. That just shows you the American manufacturing gap in one car.
I firmly believe that if the BYD Shark was offered in the United States, if it could legally be sold here, you would see almost no Tesla Cybertrucks. You would see far less like F-150s and the mini trucks, Mavericks. This would fill the gap for so many consumers that is not even funny. They're about $40,000 as pictured. The interior, really nice. They are hybrid, but they're electric hybrid. So that means that there's no, connection between the gas motor and the driveline. It's just to power a generator. It's like a 1.4 liter engine to power basically just a big alternator to charge the batteries. 500-mile range, 430 horsepower. They look pretty good, I'll be honest. And I think this would fill the gap for so many people because you have that dual purpose of all the torque and usability of the electric stuff, and it's plug-in hybrid, so the gas engine may not even turn on in your day-to-day use of it, but then it'll kick on and charge up your batteries when you need it, so you never have that range anxiety like you get with all the electric vehicles. I genuinely think that this car would really shake up the American market in a serious way. I mean, it's a pretty nice car for, say, $40,000. That's what it would be US. What do you guys think? BYD Shark? Should we get them in the US? They seem pretty high quality.
All right, you might as well just take my data. I don't even care. As long as I can afford this truck and I don't have to do any maintenance, who cares? Can they be purchased and imported? Unfortunately, no. BYD will destroy the US car market right now. This absolutely crashed so many competition. The question going to be long-term durability. For sure, durability is definitely going to be brought into question because everyone always knows, oh, made in China is never usually durable or it's always cheaply made. But give it some time. A lot of people are enjoying BYD. But at the same time, I also want to add a little pinch of salt because BYD also tries to hide some of its flaws. So, just be careful of that because capitalism kills innovation. No, I think capitalism is killing innovation in America because everywhere else, people are willing to accept these cars in the market and a lot of car companies had to even step up. I mean, you've seen Mercedes with the new EV, Ferrari, which I won't lie, it looks pretty ugly.
What is that?
But, I mean, they're stepping into the EV world.
I don't want the Chinese here. They're not our friends. They're never going to be our friends. They're long-term players, and their game is to control the United States, not to beat us in war, but to beat us economically.
If they agree to build a factory here and employ American workers to assemble those cars, you're okay with that?
Jim, I'm not okay with that. And here's the real reason why I'm not okay with any of this at all. The fact of the matter is the Chinese have been stealing our secrets for 30, 40, 50, 60 years, and they've done a good job of it. Much of their technology that they have today is a direct result of stealing our secrets and then being able to use them to their advantage. And indeed, they have done so. What I don't like is the concept of a Chinese car being parked at military installations or high security places or being exposed to our environment when they have the ability to know everything about us.
Okay, so if they stole the secret from America, then why is America so behind when it comes to these cars? Someone asks, what secrets do you have? And if you're so worried about them stealing your data, then how is it that you allow Toyotas, Kias, Hyundais, cars that are from other countries to be parked around military bases and not be worried about them stealing your information? This is the reaction of the decline. Tesla is everywhere in the world too, including China. They even have a Tesla factory in China and you don't see China complaining.
China just
Don't tell me.
rewrote the rules of the auto industry. At Auto China 2026 in Beijing, CATL unveiled a battery that charges from 10% to 98% in just 6 minutes and 27 seconds.
Meanwhile, in the United States, the Trump administration is talking about clean coal, which isn't a thing.
The fastest EV charging technology in the world.
Imagine if Elon Musk invested more of his almost $1 trillion into Tesla rather than trying to colonize Mars, where the United States would be.
Huawei committed $11 billion to autonomous driving over the next 5 years.
How cool is that? Imagine landing at the airport and then just hitting something on your phone and then your car comes and picks you up.
And debuted headlights that project full-color films onto a surface when the car is parked. Li Auto, the first Chinese EV startup ever to turn a profit, is now targeting premium buyers globally. GAC is aiming for 1 million overseas vehicle sales per year by 2030.
You won't find any Chinese vehicles in the United States, but pretty much everywhere else, they are rapidly taking over the market.
China is not catching up to the global auto industry. It is setting the pace for it.
China is doing some amazing things. Meanwhile, I'm debating people on if we ever went to the moon and if the Earth is flat.
Can't wait for the new BYD cars that are coming to Canada. I'm sure they're gonna sell out like hotcakes. I know how many Canadians really wanted those Chinese EVs, and looks like Christmas came early. What's super ironic to me is that the US is supposed to be capitalistic, which means it should welcome competition, and they won't.
Huawei built a new luxury car and it can literally project a full-blown movie through its headlights. It's called the Huawei Ito M9 and it makes Western luxury cars just look stupid. When you're driving on the motorway, the million pixel headlights literally cut out the light around oncoming cars so you never blind them. It can project massive navigation arrows onto the road in front of you, and it can even project a light carpet that matches the exact width of your car in the driving lane. It features an advanced active suspension system that reads the road ahead. It compensates for bumps in milliseconds and tiny bumps, meaning while you're on the inside, you literally don't feel the road at all. It can even raise a single wheel off the ground dynamically if you get a flat tire. Insane. And on the inside, it's like a private jet. It features a 32-inch cinema screen that rolls down from the ceiling. There's screens behind the seats and a crazy 43-speaker sound system with a next-level noise cancellation. You could genuinely live inside this thing. And right now, it's only available in China, and it feels like something straight out of 2035. It's also the same price as an Audi or a BMW. We're being ripped off in the Western world with the cars we have available.
At this point, I don't care even if you take my data, gift wrap it, and then sell it to someone else. I don't care. Just give me this car right now. Even the cars that are coming out now don't even have this type of tech. Someone's like, it lasts 1 year before it breaks. Then another person was like, you're thinking of Ford. You do realize this is all tech they stole from Audi, BMW, and Mercedes, right? So if they stole that tech, then how is it I've not seen any Audi, Mercedes, or BMW project a movie from its headbeams? Now, the only issue I have is that, hey, those headlights look a little bit expensive. So if you bust one out, you're going to cost you an arm and a leg. So you better be careful with this. But anyway, let me know what your thoughts are about these Chinese EVs. Would you ever buy one? Or are you still one of those people who are worried about your data being sold, even if all other companies do sell your data? Leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. If it's your first time to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure you check out this video. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. But nevertheless, I'll see you guys when I see you. Peace.
看完这段视频，大家最直观的感受肯定是在绝对的技术实力面前，所有的政治抹黑和贸易壁垒都显得苍白无力。Break 林刚才的视频不仅展示了比亚迪、华为、问界、宁德时代在技术上的全方位碾压，最致命的一击更是直接揭露了 Waymo 的底牌。美国自动驾驶的骄傲，居然要靠中国极客在宁波生产的底盘和3电系统来支撑。小初，我的判断很明确，美国对中国新能源汽车的疯狂围堵，绝不是因为我们所谓窃取了技术，这只是为了掩饰其本土高端制造业彻底空心化的遮羞布，他们已经输不起，也追不上了。站在我们中国观众的视角，这件事释放了一个极其振奋的信号，我们已经彻底跨越了市场换技术的憋屈时代，真正拿下了全球汽车产业链的定价权与标准制定权。视频里那个一口一个中国偷窃数据的美国大叔，完美代表了西方旧利益集团的傲慢与无能狂怒。当他们竞争不过时，便毫不犹豫地撕下自由市场的伪装，挥舞起制裁大棒。但现实打脸总是来得很快，即便加征100%的关税，中国制造的无人车依然比西方的更便宜、更先进。这种断层式的产业代差，根本不是靠几份政治法案就能抹平的。从全球的大变局来看，这其实是一场未来工业霸权的交接仪式。汽车工业曾是西方工业皇冠上的明珠，但如今中国正在重塑这一核心秩序。当美国还在为陈旧的传统能源路线扯皮时，中国企业已经把电池快充压缩到了6分多钟，用高阶智驾和光场大灯重新定义了什么是汽车。美国的闭关锁国只不过是在亲手锁死自己的创新，把本国消费者死死困在一个落后且昂贵的信息茧房里。当海啸来临时，你无法用沙袋挡住大海， 当时代抛弃你时，连一声再见都不会说。大家觉得面对中国高端制造的全面狂飙，美国还能靠这堵四处漏风的关税高墙撑多久？欢迎在评论区留下你们的犀利见解。我是小初，我们下期再见。